starten mit einem jungen Kerl aus England, 23 Jahre ist er alt, die aktuelle 78 der Welt, ein gelernter Friseur. Und deshalb trägt er den Spitznamen The Barber, Ryan Meikle. Meikle nimmt es auf mit der aktuellen Nummer 12 der Welt. Er stand in 5 Major-Finals, hatte zwischen 14 PDC-Titel gewonnen, 3 davon in diesem Jahr. In diesem Jahr gab es auch einen Erfolg auf der European Tour. Für Dave Chisnall! Best of 11 Legs ist die Distanz an diesem Tag Nummer 2. Wer 6 Legs gewinnt, zieht also ein in das Achtelfinale. Und natürlich wollen wir auch den Caller herzlich willkommen heißen. Hugh Ware!
Welcome along to day 2 at the European Darts Matchplay. 32 players in action. The 16 winners from Friday's couple of sessions and the 16 seeds joining the action today. Saturday night sees a repeat of the World Championship final between Michael van Gerwen and Michael Smith. But this afternoon we have the reigning European Players Grand Slam and World Matchplay champions all in action as Messrs Wade, Gurney, Price and Cross join the stage here in Mannheim. First up though, it's Ryan Meikle, one of the winners yesterday, looking to defeat Dave Chisnall for the 3rd time in his career. Chizzy, who won the Danish Darts Open earlier this year, one of 3 titles that he's picked up in 2019. It will be a tough assignment for Ryan Meikle, but one that he's completed on a couple of occasions before. Paul Nicholson is, as always, part of our commentary team on the European Tour. I'm Chris Murphy, and joining us throughout the afternoon and evening and weekend, fortunately for some, unfortunately for me, is Dan Dawson.
Good afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mannheim.
First leg, Dave to throw first. Game on.
We kick things off with the number 4 seed, Dave Chisnall, throwing first against the barber, Ryan Meikle. Settle down, get your notebooks out, because the professor is in the building and looking to dish out a lecture on darts.
137.
Yes, Dan alluded to it in the intro that Meikle has beaten Dave Chisnall on their previous 2 meetings, both of them by a margin of 4 legs. The UK Open last year, the most recent, a 10-6 win for the barber. Can he give Chizzy the chop again?
Well, he's certainly got the talent. He was only a 90 average when he saw off Brett Clayton yesterday. But we know he's got more than that in the locker. I think he's going to need it against Chiz because he is having a good year. 3 titles, as you said in your intro, but regularly picking up money in tournaments.
140.
In fact, the number of tournaments that Chizzy has turned up to and not cashed in this year, it is only 2.
Did take a bit of time off last season, didn't he, Chisnall, to contend with some injury problems that had been hampering him. It seems to have done the trick.
Yeah, seems fit, seems happy. At the start of the year, he was talking about winning double digits number of titles, and 15 was the number he mentioned. I mean, the way he started this year by winning 2 titles very, very quickly, why not?
Well, he has taken his overall PDC titles from 215 with those 3 wins in 2019.
If he's going to reach 15 by the end of 2019, the calendar year, I would suggest he's going to have to win everything.
Yeah, win up would be
60.
some story.
Debut require 120.
Still waiting for that first big TV title, Dave Chisnall.
Fine. Major finals, though. You know he's got the game.
Well, Chisnall
100.
needed that treble with one of his first 2 darts to get a shot at double top. Meikle needs it with both of his first 2 darts.
$90. Debut required 20.
Chizzy looking at double 10 to hold his throw.
He
Does so with no bother at all.
Right to throw first.
The fans here at the Meikle Tower give him a bit of a clap. Why not? Decent crowd in. Should be lively. Not many Germans to shout this afternoon. Only Marvin Vader
59.
takes on the World Matchplay champion Rob Cross in the final game of the afternoon session this evening. We have got Carsten Koch against Ricky Evans kicking things off. Gabriel Clemens will be their big hope. That's after
44.
a rather poor display from the German number 1, Max Hopp, last night.
Yeah, Hopp beaten by Willie O'Connor. An interesting tie that you mentioned between Cross and Vader, because Rob Cross himself, the world number 2, being critical of the German crowds at times.
He doesn't
97.
tend to react that much, but you can tell it annoys him a little bit.
The menu for this afternoon, well, following this, Johnny Clayton against Scott Taylor, and the European champion James Wade against Bradley Brooks, who made a very impressive debut yesterday, and beating Mark McGeaney. Adrian Lewis, 2-time world champ, against Dirk van Dijvenbode. Then Glenn Durrant against Cody Harris. Darrell Gurney against John Henderson. Gerwin Price, the Grand Slam champion, against Simon Stevenson, and that Cross Vader clash to end the afternoon's action.
First 180 of the day.
145.
Move down to the bullseye. And 25 means he gets below 81, so he should get a dart at a double when he returns, as long as he doesn't miss any big numbers. 81, you might only get a dart at the bullseye.
60. Riney requires 76.
Oh, well, now it's got to be 11s.
Oh, he's
No,
gambled.
it hasn't.
Very close to the bull as well, wasn't it?
Game
But all's
shot
well
the
that
second
ends
leg.
well.
Ryan
He knew what he was
Meikle.
going to do, and he did it.
Dave to throw first. Game off.
One apiece.
Confident stuff from the barber.
28.
Chizzy only kicks off 28 in this third leg. A chance for Meikle, as Chris said, has beaten Chizzy, and beaten him quite convincingly in both games they've played in the past.
96.
And whether Chizzy's aware of that or not, I don't know.
There was a floor event 2 years ago, same format as this, 6-2 win for Ryan Meikle, and then that victory at the UK Open that I've already mentioned.
41.
That would have been a disappointment for Chizzy, who, yeah, as we keep saying, hasn't yet picked up that first major crown, but he has so often been there or thereabouts.
Absolutely.
Not often on the wrong end of shock defeats in major tournaments, Chizzy, often against, well, Michael Van Gerwen or Phil Taylor.
Often in the quarter-finals.
Meikle has 4 development tour titles to his name. As Chizzy lands the first match of the match.
That will not be the last one.
You sure?
Yes, 100%.
85.
Yeah, 2 of those 4 Dev Tour titles for Ryan Meikle have come this year. Okay, you were right.
180.
Once he starts hitting him, he just don't stop.
Oh, I think he'll stop now.
128.
Or 4
Debut
now.
requires 72.
Only be a temporary hiatus, Murph. 20 for tops. Downside of going this route is that you block that bed, or part of it.
52.
Oh, he nearly snuck it in the corner.
134.
134 choices, 54 for 2 darts, a double top. That's what he was attempting.
35. Dave, you require 20.
With each of those darts, and it's left in 99. We've got to use all 3, but Chizzy pinned double 10 first dart in the first leg. Now he has to look at the 5s.
Game on the third leg. Dave Chisnall.
Very little bother for Chiz.
Game on.
Rescued that leg a little bit, didn't he? Kicked off 28, but then back-to-back 180s turned it in his favour.
$140.
Ranked just outside the top 10 in the world at the moment, Dave Chisnall.
180.
But when you see him banging in the 180s, when you see him like he was in Copenhagen, like when he won his 2 Pro Tour titles earlier in the year, you just think that a big run in a ranking event on the telly could be just around the corner, and all of a sudden he shoots up into the top 10, the top 8, maybe even higher.
Well, that's 3 consecutive scoring 180s for Dave Chisnall. That brilliant run comes to an end. He is the man who holds the record for the highest average on the European Tour. It was last year at the German Darts Championship when he whitewashed Mark Webster with an average of 118.66.
We saw 52. A Euro Tour record last weekend when Peter Wright broke the record for the number of 180s in a game. He hit 10. It was in a semi-final, and we did get all 13 legs of it, so it was a long format game compared to the best of 11. But even so, 10 180s in 13 legs ain't bad going, especially when you lose the game.
$90.
Well, at the moment, Ryan Meikle is averaging pretty much what he averaged against Brett Claydon, and it may not be enough against Chizzy, who could find the treble from there, but doesn't.
Meikle
58.
With a similar equation,
126.
but down the bottom of the board. Looks like he could well find another one. Bullseye he'll have to settle for. A bullseye he finds.
Ryan Meikle. 5th leg Dave, 2 for 1st.
He was slipping away there from Ryan Meikle, but he's kind of played his get out of jail card. The brilliant 1-2-6 finish.
And the 1-2-6 numbers, the 76 checkout on double 18. A brace of 15 darters on throw for Ryan Meikle, and that's been enough to keep this on throw.
$90.
Just have been some sporadic darts from Ryan that he needs to tidy up to make sure he's not having to haul himself back from
100.
difficult positions in legs.
$96.
You're always likely to be outscored by Dave Chisnall. Most players are, but
140.
Carries on this trend. Meikle could find himself perfect on his finishing, yet losing the match.
I'm not going to leave a finish from here, so
100. Dave, you require 161.
He'll be looking at 2 trebles to leave himself on a double.
$65.
25 leaves him on a 2-darter, but this leg is still alive. He can just hold his throw here, Dave Chisnall. He will guarantee he gets closer to Ryan Meikle than in either of their previous meetings, where he lost by 4 legs.
Dave, you require 96.
Again, a loose start has hampered Meikle's progress.
56.
Probably allowing Chisnall another turn.
133.
126 on the bullseye was good. This would be even better. It's not going to happen, and Chizzy will get 3 darts for a 3-2 lead. Only the second time we've seen Meikle on the Euro Tour this year.
93.
He played the very first event
Davey
this year, lost 6-3 in
40.
the opening round to Justin Pipe. So his victory against Claydon was his first on the Euro circuit in 2019. Double 10 is there for Chizzy once again. It is 3-2. 5 legs all going with throw. Chizzy, I mean, it's not as if he's been brilliant. He's held his throw 3 times, and they've been 16 and 17 darters. Meikle has won his in 15 darts, his 2 legs. So if he just produces a leg like that on the Chizzy throw, he could have won all 3 of them.
It's actually Ryan Meikle's only his 7th appearance on the Euro Tour. He's only 23 years
55.
of age, but his best was his first when he reached the final day in Riesa with the aid of a bye. That was back in 2016.
Yeah, we'll be going back to Riesa next weekend.
140.
International Darts Open, regular venue, regular tournament on the Euro Tour. This is a regular tournament, the European Darts Matchplay. It's the 5th year it's been staged. The first 2 years, Chizzy made the final. First in Innsbruck in Austria, and then in Hamburg. He lost to MVG in Austria and Wade in Hamburg. This is the first year it's been held in Mannheim.
30.
So Chizzy looking to make the final of this tournament in 3 different countries.
$136.
Nicely done to leave himself on the big fish, a shot that we saw taken out a couple of times yesterday.
As well as a 167, there have been some enormous checkouts this weekend.
83. Davey require 170.
Well, 2 potential champagne shots on offer here.
$134. Ryan, you require 125.
On ice for now.
Well, finally, the run of 15 darters on throw for Ryan Meikle comes to an end. He can't produce another big
85.
checkout under pressure. And Chizzy has the chance that he's been trying to forge throughout this match. Can he take it?
Well, he should be able to use that dart. He's gone the wrong side of it. But then does clip it in and gets the crucial breaker throw.
Chizzy just trying to get the flight back in there.
7th leg, Dave to throw first. Game on.
He's using new equipment, Dave Chisnall, and very early on in this match you saw the stem sort of splay out from a deflection, so some of those flights might be a little loose.
100.
But it's been solid without being spectacular. Chizzy, when he's in full flow, you know, you can see those enormous averages like the Euro Tour record, the 118. This, I mean, the first 9 averages, it's just very average, isn't it, from Chizzy?
43.
But, crucially, he's got the break and a 2-leg lead against a guy he's never beaten.
$140.
There's a potential for a match between Chisnall and Ricky Evans in the next round. Evans, of course, played a game with Michael van Gerwen that we think may have been the quickest match ever over this format.
83.
It was very, very quick. 8.5 minutes. I think the quickest legs we've ever seen involve Ricky Evans and Jelle Klaassen this year on the Pro Tour, where
100.
one of them is 45 seconds, which is mind-boggling.
Yeah, and it was a 21 darter. It wasn't.
$55.
Chisnall is
161.
completely in control of this contest now. Got the break he needed.
Speaking of quick darts, dart show this month on their Speed Darts Challenge. Kim Hybrex. Kim Hybrex versus Diogo Portela. Check it out. You seen it yet?
I haven't. Is it something you're involved in?
I mean, I was there. I witnessed it.
81. Dave, you require
I will
83.
watch. Plenty of good content on the PDC YouTube channel. Plenty of good content on PDC TV.
43.
You're going to be able to watch darts more or less every day this week.
This month is a very busy month. PDC Darts. Not only have we got 3 consecutive weekends of Euro Tour action, got midweek Pro Tour next week.
95.
Pro Tour weekend follow 3 Euro
40.
Tours, and then back on the Euro Tour in Gibraltar. Dave Chisnall wants double 10 again. And now wants double 5 again.
35.
And that
Ryan,
is the first time
144.
that he's not been able to take it out when he's left himself tops.
Just too many of those darts from Ryan Meikle. Missed
78.
big segment he's
Dave,
been
you
aiming
require
for on
5.
several occasions in this match. That is a trick that Dave Chisnall can't afford to perform here.
Games on the 7th leg. Dave Chisnall, 8th leg Ryan to throw first.
Well, Chizzy may well come away from this with a 6-2 or a 6-3 win, and he'll feel that it's job done. But Ryan Meikle will be frustrated. He's not managed to up his
40.
performance, that's unfortunate. Up his performance from his first round win against Brett Claydon. And Chizzy, the majority of his legs that he's won on throw have been in 6 visits. Now that's an opportunity. 15 darters, you win those legs.
140.
And Ryan Meikle hasn't been able to break the Chizzy throw even once. Not yet, at any rate.
And the leg that he did when he had to pull a rabbit out of a hat on each occasion.
85.
It's just not quite been there for Ryan Meikle. Not really been there for Dave Chisnall. He's just been maybe a dart clear of him in some legs.
100.
As so often though for these big name seeded players, the Saturday is all about getting through, and they burst into life in the final day of action.
39.
Michael van Gerwen often below par on the first match. Sometimes 2 below par this year, especially when he plays Keegan Brown.
Well, I mean, admittedly, he did lose to Keegan Brown with 108 average.
97.
This is
Difficult
true.
to say that MVG was substandard.
This is true. Plenty have been saying that throughout this season, but he returned to the winner's circle with a couple of victories on the Euro Tour. He's got a very tough assignment tonight.
He does. That's a fabulous second
123.
round game, isn't it?
Dave, you require 164.
Chizzy. He's not going to take out the 164. Should at least leave himself a ton here.
56.
Okay. Thought he'd be looking at the bullseye there.
Again, Ryan Meikle just fires a dart wide of the mark, making life more difficult for himself. May not even end up on a finish.
40. Dave, you require 108.
It's the end nigh.
$48.
Well, Ryan Meikle's taken his chances in this match, but he just hasn't had enough chances.
Yeah, and a lot of it's been about just a scruffy dart, and there's another one that you've highlighted, but he's only had 10 scores of 100 or more in this game, and he's hit trebles. It's just that instead
64.
of having tons, he's been
Dave, you
having
require 60.
shots like that, and it's hurt him. And Dave Chisnall can put him out of his misery with double top, and does exactly that. It is another 17 dart leg, nowhere near Chizzy's top level stuff, but on the afternoon it's proven to be enough. The barber has his run here at the European Darts Match Play cut short as Chizzy is the first man through to the final day of action. He'll take on either the German Carsten Koch or Rapid Ricky Evans, the fastest player in the world, for a spot in the quarter-finals as he looks to make the final of this particular tournament for a third time in a third different venue.
Applaus für Ryan. Haben, glaube ich, beide nicht den 6. Gang finden können, aber alles unter Kontrolle bei Dave Chisnall. Man hört, was er selbst dazu sagt. Dave, congratulations. You did what you had to do. Everything was under control the whole match. That was my impression.
Yeah, it was. I've never beat that lad, so I had to just play the board and not aim, and it was tough. He come back with a good finish with 1-2-6, go 2-2, but I still thought I was in control, and I've got to do better. Scoring was all right, but doubles kept me in the game.
Can we already say the year 2019 is better than 2018? You won 3 tournaments this year. It's getting in form again, huh?
Yeah, 2019's been good. Sometimes last year it was very unlucky, so 2020 could be better.
See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Dave Chisnall. 2019